I gotta hide la panza para que no se vea que estoy gordito. Hey there, Kemo Sabe. Kemo Sabe in the house. What I'm about to tell you is a true story. You may not believe it, or you may believe it. But it's about a ghost that kept haunting me. I don't know if it was haunting me, but I certainly felt its presence. This was my first encounter with a ghost. Again, you may believe it, you may not believe it. Totally up to you. But I can tell you, I was there. And I did feel its presence. And it was Ari. Am I using that word correctly? It was scary, let's just say it. It was scary. So go ahead and grab a drink, beer, whatever it is, and take a quick moment to listen to what I'm about to tell you. If you're not interested in ghosts or any matter of that nature, then you can just skip this video and move on with your life, right? I used to work at a Radio Shack store back in 2000-ish. I used to manage it. And this store used to be right over by corner of Mission I forget the name of the street, but it was across the street from the Oceanside High School, right off of Mission and the Highway 5. When I was given this store to manage it, I didn't know anything about it. I wasn't very good at doing research back then. And all I know is that that building used to be the old district Radio Shack offices. And it was the only building that had two stories, one downstairs, one upstairs. And right now, it is a taco shop, some sort of restaurants now in there. Dollar Tree is there now. When I was working back at Radio Shack as a manager, I used to stay late, do inventory, count cash, manager stuff. And I used to stay late, probably until midnight, sometimes even 2 o'clock in the morning. I was very devoted to being a sales manager. And we all knew, my employees, myself, that something lived in the second floor because we often heard footsteps. Never heard voices. We just heard footsteps, and we didn't think anything of it. We just thought it was a ghost. We just joked about it. It's probably a ghost. Hey, the ghost is back at it again. He's, or she, whatever, is dancing. Because, again, we heard footsteps, and it was probably every other day that we heard those footsteps. Now, I heard, and I will be doing some research, but I heard that back in the days 1800, maybe 1500s, maybe, and way back, I'd probably say maybe 1800s or so. Can't really say until I do research. That area where that Radio Shack store was and all the other stores in that vicinity of the city of Oceanside used to be a land where people got hanged. They committed a crime, they hanged them there, killed them, and died. So that used to be a place where judgment used to take place for bad guys, bad people. They used to hang them. So, a side note. So, one night, as I was finishing inventory count, I was, I was a bit tired, midnight or so. And I remember sitting down and counting my items and finishing my paperwork. I am not kidding. I felt a presence. A very dark, heavy presence. We used to have that stairway in that store that was, say this is my desk and I'm facing the desk and facing towards the store because there used to be a door that led to my office, and then behind me used to be a stairway that led to the second floor. And as I remember it, I heard footsteps coming down the stairway. Somebody was coming down the stairs. Because I heard footsteps. And when you go on the stairs, whatever it is, wood stairs or cement stairs, you hear footsteps. You can tell by the sound of that movement that something is going down, right? So I heard it. And I'm just sitting at my desk looking this way. And I look back. And I'm like, did I just hear footsteps? Told myself. And it stopped. Like it just stopped. I just kept looking back again and I'm like, ignored it, right? As most of us do, ignore that kind of rare happening. If you ever have experienced stuff like this, you just kind of move on with life, right? And you try to rationalize things and you try to just kind of overthink or just kind of, let the thought pass by. So I just kept going and I kid you not, that feeling when you get when you feel like someone's watching you, someone's staring at you. And sometimes it's true. You're looking like someone's staring at me. Oh, why is that person staring at me? Oh, why is that person looking at me? You get that feeling. And then you look and like someone's looking at you. So I looked back because I felt like someone was looking at me. And I still felt that dark presence, right? It's weird. So I look back and I'm like, did I just see something? Did I see someone? So I look back again, right? And I'm super scared. This time getting even more scared. And I just look back and there's nobody there. There's nobody there. I hear the steps. Now, again, I go back and count and finish up my paperwork. And I kid you not, again, this is where it got really, really freaky, scary, as bleep it out. I felt like someone came up to me and did this. Just imagine it for a minute. I'm in my office, downstairs. No one's there. I'm the only one there. I'm the last one to leave. Midnight. Nobody stays after 9 p.m. Everyone leaves. All my employees left. I was the last one. And to feel someone's touching you or doing this, I felt it twice. I effing left right away. I dropped everything that I was doing. I didn't even arm the store. I just left. I'm like, the what was that? I was so scared, freaked out, and I just walked out, locked the front door, because when I exited, I have to go back. I had to go back and arm the alarm back because it was right behind the bathroom and the stairway. I didn't do that. I just sped out. Lightning just, man, I'm out of here. This is crazy. There's nobody there. Who is tapping me on my shoulder? And I remember it was this shoulder, this side. I didn't even look back, dude. And again, by this time, I'm already afraid. I heard the footsteps and I felt like someone was looking at me. And I just left. I left the store, locked the front door, called the I called the control center, because the Radio Shack used to have this control center that you can arm the store by calling the operator. And that's what I did. I said, hey, I left my store. I didn't tell them about my experience because I thought maybe they think that I'm crazy or whatever. And I just armed the store via the phone. But that experience I will never forget. Scary as beep. And I quit. I literally quit. Not the next day, but I quit Radio Shack, and I didn't want to be in that store anymore. I quit because they wouldn't give me a transfer to another store, and I didn't want to experience such a trauma or such a moment. I did tell my employees the day after, and they'll make fun of me. Oh, that goes wanted to get with you. Stuff like that. If you have experienced similar things in your life, whether it's a ghost, whatever it was, whatever it is, share in the comments. Tell me about it. Because I hope I'm not the only one that has experienced such crazy stuff. That was my first ghost experience, ghost encounter that I personally experienced in myself. There are three other times. I was gonna say a word, but it got stuck in my tongue. 3 other times that I literally experienced a very crazy activity with ghosts. One has to do with my brother after he died. 2, when I went to Disney and I stayed at that resort, some ghost. And then the other one was over at an old place, condo that I used to live. Anyways, so I hope that not only you enjoyed my story, but as I do these stories, they're true. These are true events or true happenings that I have experienced in my life, and I just want to share them with you. All right, until next time, on my next video, I will talk about my other 2 ghost stories. If you guys want to hear it, make the comments, tell me, and share your stories too. Until next time, Kemo Sabe.